Today at the cinema marks a first for me because I'm going to be seeing a film that I don't know what it is that I'm watching. This is known as ODEON's Screen Unseen. So you buy a ticket and you find out what the movie is when the film starts. And it's always a film that is yet to be released. So it's a nice touch that you get to see it early. The Odeon have a Facebook page and they post free clues on there as to what the movie is. And then people just go on there and try and work out what it is. Now, I did have a little read of the Facebook comments and they're talking about it being one of two movies. That is either Smashing Machine or I Swear, which is absolutely fine with me because they're both movies I'm wanting to see. The very first Screen Unseen was way back in 2014 and the film was Nightcrawler starring Jake Gyllenhaal, and that was shown 11 days before it was released. If you haven't seen that film, I highly recommend it, it's great. Odeon also have another event which is very similar to this, and that is Screen Unseen, which focuses purely on horror films. Now, what with summer being over, you don't tend to see much in the way of popcorn buckets, but I've just seen some over here. And the only one they've got is the Downton Abbey popcorn bucket. Which, I'm going to be honest, these don't look very special at all. I was going to go and see Downton Abbey, but then I suddenly thought about it that where I have seen films this year where I haven't seen the first one and then just watched the sequel, Downton Abbey is a different thing altogether because I think there's about 6 series and 2 films prior to this, so I decided to give that one a miss. So I've just scanned my ticket, I'm going to head inside, and guys, as always, if you do like the content, do press the like and subscribe button because it really does help out the channel, and I'll let you know what I've watched and what I thought of it after the movie. So the film's just finished, and the film I just watched that doesn't come out until the 10th of October was I Swear. So let's talk about it. I Swear is a biographical comedy drama that's written, directed and produced by Kirk Jones and starred Robert Aramayo, Maxine Peake, Shirley Henderson and Peter Mullan. Here is a brief plot. This movie tells the true story of John Davidson, a Scottish man diagnosed with Tourette syndrome in the 1980s, at a time when very few people understood the condition. The film follows his struggles, his growth and his journey to becoming an advocate for others living with Tourette's. I loved all the performances by everybody in this film. First, Robert Aramayo, who played the main character John, was just incredible. Every emotion, every struggle, you just see it all on his face. It was great. You feel happy for him, you feel sad for him, you feel frustrated for him. It's that kind of performance where you really care about the character. And the way he handled the Tourette syndrome scenes was respectful and real. It never felt like exaggerated or fake. Honestly, I was completely drawn in from the first moment he appeared on screen. And the rest of the cast were fantastic. Maxine Peake, Shirley Henderson, Peter Mullan really added so much to the story, making their characters feel like real people rather than just someone in a movie. Even smaller roles felt important, and they added so much emotional impact to the story. Scott Ellis-Watson played the younger version of John Davidson, and it's who we start out at the very beginning of the film. I thought his performance was very, very good. By the time we actually get to the adult version of John Davidson, you really already care about this character so much, and it's due to his performance. I did really like the tone of this movie. I thought it got the balance of it just perfect, mixing sad, funny, and heartwarming, and doing it so well. It had a nice theme of how hard life can be, but also of how much strength and hope we can find when faced with these situations. I think one of the best things that this film accomplishes is it leaves you with a feeling by the time the credits roll. Love the visual style of this film and how it captures the Scottish Highlands, the towns, the houses. It all felt very real. I thought the music was good. During those tense moments, it really pulled me in, and during the happy and uplifting moments, it kind of lifted you up as well. And lastly, I like how it captured the time period in both the look and sound of the film. Final rating. Okay, so I've deliberately left out the hang-ups, and that's because I honestly can't think of anything I disliked about this film. Even the runtime was spot on. It was just right and it never overstayed its welcome. I thought it was an emotional, inspiring and well-made film and had great performances by the entire cast. The story was easy to follow, and as I've already said, the visuals and the music really added so much to the experience. And that's why I'm giving I Swear a full 5 stars. So are you excited to see the film I Swear, which comes out in cinemas October 10th? If you are, let me know in the comments below. As always, guys, if you do enjoy the content, do press like and subscribe as it really does help out the channel. And of course, you can check out my other playlists, which include movie reviews, movie rankings, movie locations, movie attractions, and a whole load more content on there as well. I want to thank you for watching today's video, and until next time, I'll see you at the movies.